Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome to our Thursday night stream time. I hope you guys are doing well. And yes, Yumi, I would definitely agree with you. This music is fantastic. It is undeniably some of my favorite theme music that we have gotten. And this is coming from somebody who really loved the Somerset music. So, yeah, I don't really know. I actually think this is better than the Somerset music. And I don't know how I feel about that. I really do not. But, you know, it is what it is. And what it is fantastic. So, I mean, can't really complain too much about that. Because it's good music. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. Whew. We actually do not have any announcements or anything to worry about tonight, which is weird, come to think of it. Basically, we're still going with the Thieves Guild stuff because it is, you know, still very much an event that is happening, and Yumi is close to getting the first real house. Gasp! That is amazing! Do you know which one you're going to... Okay, hold on a second, because I just need to clarify. When you say real house, do you mean house in the real world or house in the game? Because real world house is equally as impressive to me, honestly, but... I think it's called Cliffshade. I don't think I've seen it yet. I may need to go hunting. Is it one of the ones that's listed in the store, or... It does not look like it is. Yes, it is. There it is. Okay, I see it. It is in the store. Apparently around Marbrook. Which sounds really cool. We actually may need to go investigate it tonight. Because I'm curious now. So you know what? Let us go do that right now. Because I may be putting off dealing with the daily heist as much as humanly possible. Because we all know me. And I will get caught. And that is just a bit terrifying to me. Let's be real. Let us flip on over. This is the Cliffshade House. Yeah, this is definitely very much an Old Mary house. I love that you can basically just jump down from up top anytime you really want. Which amuses me. But it's basically just gonna port me back to Hughesbane. But that is still really cool. You will totally need to share pictures with us when you decorate it and everything once you acquire it. Because I'm always curious how other people wind up decorating their spaces in games where you're able to. I'm completely awful at it. I'm just saying that right now. I think the only space I've managed to even remotely decorate nicely was my room in my free company estate in Final Fantasy XIV. And even then, it was ridiculously simple. And I was just thinking, if I had a space that was all my own and it was just this big, what would I want it to look like? And even then, it was very, very simple. I was proud of it, but it was still pretty simple compared to some of the other stuff that, like, my other free company members were able to put together. Like, one of our officers, oh my god. He is just fantastic with the housing. I don't know how he does it, and I am envious of his decorating skills. They've definitely changed up the house since I was last able to log in, but if I can find the pictures in my screenshots folder after we're done for tonight, I'm gonna share them with the Discord, because they were just amazing. Okay. I think I've put this off long enough.
You, over here.
Let's go do our heist for the day. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. And I'm vaguely disappointed because I did not think at the time to acquire visual evidence. But despite stumbling into 2 different traps from the heist I went on yesterday, I managed to get through it with like 13 seconds to spare. It was the only time in like the week I have been doing these where I've managed to come in under the timer. And I'm very proud of myself, and I'm disappointed I did not get visual evidence. What is today's heist listing? We're going back to the underground sepulcher. Okay. I don't want to do this. I don't like the sepulcher.
Your interest? I know that.
Rip. Agreed. Hey, Chibi. How are you? You're just getting started. You guys get to watch me fail horribly at being completely sneaky. We were just talking about housing in this game, because Yumi is apparently very close to acquiring their first proper place in ESO. Oh god, this is one of these ones. Find the treasure and the hidden caches. I don't want to. Let's be real, you only remembered it was Thursday because of Critical Role. No, but I'm glad you're here. Oh my god, dude, turn and face the other way, please. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go right. Oh, this was a bad decision. I forgot, dude, but that guy was there. Okay, that is going to be a pain in the butt. So we're just gonna keep going this way. Oh my god. Why me? Why me? Why me? I don't switch to the Critical Role till after your stream, and I totally remembered you first this time. Okay, well that's better. Uh-oh. This guy knows I'm here.
He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Hey, Ramble On Games, how are you? You're just in time to watch me fail miserably at this heist. I'm definitely not getting this in under the timer. Which is fine, it happens. Oh my god. This guy hates me. I don't know what his deal is. Been doing them for the event tickets. Yeah, me too. That is the whole reason I'm doing them. Normally, I wouldn't bother. This guy knows I'm here. It's very frustrating. I'm definitely not making this under the timer. I mentioned this earlier, but I'm still kind of disappointed in myself because I actually, despite walking into 2 traps, I actually managed to complete my heist yesterday with 13 seconds to spare. And I'm very proud of myself. But I did not record evidence anywhere. So there is no proof whatsoever. So I'm slightly disappointed in myself for that, but I also wish I had one of my friends from Final Fantasy XIV made like an alchemist profession here. And so he actually, I think the cache is down here, made me some invisibility potions the other day, and I'm completely out of them now. Which would be incredibly useful around here. Let's be honest. Another thing that always tends to hang me up on these heists are the lockpicking challenges. Because I tend to be kind of awful at them. In retrospect, I really should have gone looking for invisibility tinctures before I started this today. But I did not. There's somebody over there. They will attack me if I even remotely think about doing anything. Where are they going? The one in that side room, so I can come right up these stairs. Bypass them. Okay. Whoa, I'm further ahead than I really want to be.
Never trust an elf. Pointy backstabbers.
Rude! No idea where that voice came from, but I legitimately just heard somebody complaining about trusting an elf, one of these NPCs. And as an elf, I find that very offensive. Also, I think I missed one over this way. It's gonna be tricky to get at on account of this guy. It's always a little frustrating when you're doing this and you're not entirely sure where anything is because there are no actual markers on your map. Other than the end objective. Which, okay, maybe I didn't actually miss a thing. In which case, I feel very silly. It's fine, I just feel ridiculous. Ugh. This guy just... I did a Dark Brotherhood one yesterday where the target was nowhere near the quest indicator. Oh no! I actually haven't done the Dark Brotherhood stuff yet, so I don't know what the sacraments are like. But
Is it true what they say about the size?
that's always frustrating, though, when there's like a definite quest marker space on your map. And it's just like, no, this is not actually where the thing is. Exactly like these, except you kill someone instead of stealing something. Oh, wow. Okay, there's literally no good way to do this, so we're just gonna sneak around the edge of it. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh my god. How do I fail at finding everything on this map? That's actually over that way. This is apparently a thing
He's not the sharpest arrow.
that connects back to the main room. Okay. There's like no good way to do these. And I really wish I had invisibility tinctures on me right now, but I do not. Disarm that, at least. Oh my god. I love and hate the lockpicking in this game. Like, I like that it's an actual challenge. But at the same time, it's very tricky for me to actually get the tumblers to line up the way they're supposed to. Dude is, of course, leaning right against the wall. Can you move, please? Thank you. Don't know if this is actually the way anywhere, but you know what? We are... Oh my god, how do I keep walking into this? What am I even walking into? Who knows? Okay, I don't know. Is that that's the other cache? So that is... I actually have to go through the room. Damn it. Lockpicking is a lot easier on the PS4 version because the controller rumbles when you need to set the pin. Yeah. See, here we just have... On the PC, we just really have the visual indicator. And even then, it's a bit tricky. This is the sort of situation where I would love to have the invisibility tinctures. Sadly, I do not have. Okay, can you go, please? Thank you. At least when you crouch, you get the clear visual indicators of the sentries, but... Ooh. Oh. F me. Please don't come this way. Please do not come this way. I got nowhere to hide in this corner. Oh, thank God. There's no good space to hide. Jeez. Disarm. And through here we go. So this is the sort of space where it'd be nice to have the invisibility thing. Just because there are all these NPCs that do not actually have the blue circles around them. I just walked right into a bear trap. Go me. But at least we don't have a timer to worry about anymore.
I try not to be superstitious. That brings bad luck.
Can you go somewhere, please? Okay, go me. Sneak, sneak, sneak. In retrospect, I forgot to look around the room. Like, I know there's one NPC in here, but I didn't think to look at where they were. Dude already knows I'm here, so... There is a barrel somewhere. Hide. This is the tricky bit, because the treasure I need is right back in there. And there are all these NPCs around here.
You can't swing a dead cat around. I got in trouble.
And right now, I'm just praying the elite boss NPC did not get themselves summoned as a result of my blundering through everything. But I think that only happens if I actually kill an NPC, and I haven't had to do that yet. So I'm hoping.
Can't remember her name. The pretty lady with the beard. He hears voices in his head. Don't worry, they're good people.
Never trust an elf.
Okay, I need you to go the other way now. Come on. Turn around. But this is the weird space, because you have a couple of NPCs whose circles overlap for a brief instant.
I tried to read that book. The covers were too far apart.
Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna run. Yeah, this is where the boss winds up coming and murdering me. Alright, I'm just gonna accept my fate and die. It's fine. I can respawn here anyway. Ugh. Very frustrating, but it is what it is. That was not going to go well no matter what I did anyway, so let's be real here.
Hey, not every job goes according to plan, but that...
Ugh. Apparently, I blundered into enough where a boss got summoned. Yep. Go me. I honestly thought that only happened if you accidentally murdered... Not accidentally murdered. You can't really accidentally murder people. I honestly thought that only happened if you wound up killing an NPC, but I didn't kill anybody, so I can only assume the boss showed up because I blundered into enough traps.
Any job you can walk away, grave.
But I do get some shiny things. So, you know, it's fine.
No charge to have a look.
Now we gotta go talk to Zira. Zara? I'm still not sure how you pronounce her name. Which is kind of awful. Are you an actual merchant?
Why let Tat?
Yes, you are. Repair my gear, please. And also, let me sell you some things I'm definitely not going to use. Most of this other stuff I need to break down, and I haven't been to a crafting station in a while. Let's finally go talk to Zira.
Back to the tomb? Your plan is to relive the Guild's greatest failure?
My plan is to get the Iron Wheel's boot off our necks.
Zira wants to speak with you.
I really like him.
Don't know why we're here, but I don't think I've ever seen Velsa this concentrated.
Have you heard Zira's plan to kill off her own Thieves Guild? Go on, ask her. I'll wait.
Good, you're here. I want to learn whether Magnifica Felora's dowry was truly stolen from her family tomb. If it was, we find out who did. And if it wasn't, we complete the heist that Nicolas began. What's she gonna do? Send a second Iron Wheel?
How are we gonna do that?
We return to Aldenobia Tomb, bypass the deadliest traps I've ever encountered, and then scour the treasure vaults for anything we can find.
Okay, I'm in. When do we leave?
I appreciate the confidence, but too many good people died there the first time. We do this right, or we don't do it at all.
Okay, I'm listening.
Perseus Loke can give us an edge. He's one of the few living people to set foot in Magnifica Felora's family tomb. Take Quen and collect him from his shop. Meet the rest of us on the road to Tanith by Prince's Gate.
Can he be trusted?
I guarantee Perseus Loke is no friend of the Iron Wheel. He's expecting you at the Diamond Thimble. And he'll be insufferable if you keep him waiting.
What can you tell me about the dowry heist?
Nicholas thought his plan to steal the dowry was almost flawless. But almost won't bring our friends back. He didn't have the right people for the job, but I do.
Well, how did it fail?
Nicholas knew of the dangers within, but not everything. There was a trap. I didn't understand how it worked. Not until it was too late. But this time, I know how it works, and I'll need you by my side to defeat it.
And why isn't Perseus Loke a friend of the Iron Wheel?
Perseus Loke once served Magnifica Felora. When she wore the clothes he designed, she was the envy of Tanith society. But there was a scandal, and he fled here, beyond Tanith's reach. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know he blames her.
Okay, that's a point in his favor, I guess. What do you know about Magnifica Flora?
She's the heir to the Aldenobia bloodline. Her eldest sister, Zarifa, wed King Faharjad. After Zarifa's death, Felora and the king grew close. But not close. They call her the Jewel of Tanith. Beautiful, cold, and hard as a diamond.
Okay.
Off to find Perseus Loke. Zira's bringing me along. I shouldn't be this excited, but I can't help myself. See,
Sound.
More promises you can't keep.
Elsa, be nice. Seriously. I like her quite a bit after that quest I wound up doing for her last time. But she is definitely the personality type that can really grate on you. I really hope she and her Khajiit girlfriend are doing okay, though. Because yes, that was the quest I wound up doing for her the last time I played this game. Okay, now I need to remember where the heck this guy's shop actually was. I'm apparently headed in the right direction. Yay. No, I did not need to get off of there that way. But it was infinitely more fun.
Bit of a mess here. Maybe the clerk can tell us what happened.
Well, there sure are a lot of mannequins that are knocked over. What the heck? Dye spilled everywhere. What the heck happened?
This one shall lodge a formal complaint. What right has the Iron Wheel to march in here and smash our merchandise? Thugs. Thugs and hooligans!
Where can we find Perseus Loke?
That's exactly what the Iron Wheel said, but much louder and with the shaking of fists. When they bellowed his name, I heard a loud crash upstairs.
A loud crash? What happened?
A distraction, of course. The Iron Wheel rushed upstairs as he slipped down through some loose floorboards. But he landed feet first in a tub of bright dye, covered his boots to the brim.
He's leaving a trail of bright dye through Abba's landing?
That's also what the Iron Wheel said. Most of them gave chase. The rest tossed the room upon the floor and then gave chase. If you find him before they do, tell him Mamea deserves a raise.
Very much so.
You follow Loke's trail on the street. I'll see if I can spot him from the rooftops. Hurry!
Okay, this way. Green dye, green dye. There we go. Slowly but surely trying to find this trail.
Hurry! The Iron Wheel are on his trail.
No kidding. I am going as fast as I can.
Well,
In retrospect, I should probably sprint. But I also don't want to completely blow my stamina. On the off chance I need it.
Please, I need to buy food.
There. Dude is being very slippery, which I can appreciate. Not when I'm trying to track him down and I only have less than a minute to do it in. There he is. Oh, and his hands are covered too. Lovely.
Ah, a friendly face. Good of you to join me on my unexpected jog. And I agree, this isn't my color.
Why did the Iron Wheel come for you?
They must know of my previous involvement with your guild, though I can't begin to fathom how. Your former guildmaster, Nicholas, was it? He was the soul of discretion.
We need to get moving. We're heading to the Aldenovia tomb.
And I am prepared to give Abba's landing a wide berth. I'd prefer to avoid the Iron Wheel, at least for the time being. Zira mentioned a rendezvous by Prince's Gate, was it? I'd feel safer were someone to escort me there.
Quen can get you there safely. Quen.
Perseus Loke? I'll get you to Prince's Gate, safe and sound.
Would you happen to have a spare set of boots?
I don't think mine will fit you. Come along, we'll work something out.
Okay, now where am I going? I need to go somewhere up this way. Zira's over that way, but also I need to hit up a stable master.
What's the whole...
Because I have not leveled up my mount today. Where am I going? Down this way, apparently. By Delve. Okay. Not the delve, past the delve. Okay. I'm gonna find the actual road. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Chibi. If you guys want a completely free way to help support the stream, you can go to that link and send a sponsored video message to the channel. It only lasts for a few seconds. It will be up in that corner. I cannot guarantee always being able to interact with it because I may miss it if a message comes through. But please feel free to do things like that. It is also a fun way for me to, you know, further acknowledge you guys for being amazing. Much, much love. Plus, it helps support the channel, which is always a plus. Alright. Now that I have done my loot spiel for the day, let us keep going. Up this way. I haven't been this far. I need to go exploring, though, because there are definitely a whole bunch of sky shards I have not acquired. 5 of them, to be precise. Alchemist ingredient is mine. And there's a merchant here, too. Nice. Take one.
Camels are cantankerous, smell quite poorly, and are too phlegmy for polite company. Just like my old professor of rhetoric.
Oh my god. I love her.
Everyone's accounted for. Did you have any trouble?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Then we leave for the Kingdom of Tanith. The route is tricky and we'll be considered bandits if we're caught. But getting to the tomb isn't what worries me. If anything happens, well, it won't. Because I can count on you. Ready?
Before we go, I have some questions about the tomb.
What about it?
What can we expect to find?
Devious traps, vicious guardians, and likely, at the end of it all, a vault full of dust. At least we won't have to worry about the Iron Wheel.
What do you think about going back?
I'd rather sit in the den with a bottle of wine and drink until Andari says I've had too much. But I'm in charge, so it doesn't matter what I think. It matters that we go.
Ready to head into the tomb. Oh, what was that? Was that a message? Let's see what it was. Aww. Hi, Chibi. Much appreciated. Whew. Let's break into a tomb, you guys, because this is clearly going to end well. This is clearly going to be in our favor. I hope. I don't know. Probably not, knowing our luck. Dear Lord.
If I may, there is an alternate path inside the tomb. It is likely full of traps.
Okay, here's Zira.
The last time I was here, the Iron Wheel wasn't camped in front of the tomb. Perfect.
What do we do?
Scout ahead and find us a way inside. Clear the way if you care to. The Iron Wheel can't exactly call for reinforcements. You could also sneak past them. We'll track your progress and follow in your footsteps.
Is there another way inside?
That's why we brought Perseus Loke. He said something about a side entrance. Speak with him before you go.
Alright, I'll get us inside.
If I may, there is an alternate path inside the tomb. It is likely full of traps, guardians, and prodigious quantities of dust. A small price to avoid the Iron Wheel.
How do we get there?
Head to the tomb entrance. Keep watch to the side of the path, the right side. You should notice an old trail leading to a sealed entrance. Simply clear the way, and I shall join you to open the door.
Can you lead me through?
Oh my, no. The things inside would most certainly kill me. I do know the trick to the door's hidden latch. The rest, I'm certain you can handle yourself.
I love that he's just sitting there with the fan, by the way. It amuses the hell out of me. Okay, so we're here. Sneak past the Iron Wheel's there. We can either possibly get through this way. can also avoid traps like a boss. So,
Out of 10, cynics are right.
well, sort of.
There it is! One moment, and I'll have it open. I hope.
You hope.
There we are. Watch for traps in there. The Yokudins did love their traps.
Great. This is going to be very interesting. Oh, and they come to life. Lovely. Because I know I saw them moving. Okay, don't go near the glowing pots. Good to know. Did not see that. What's in here? Shiny things. Should I be raiding an ancient tomb? Probably not. Am I doing it anyway? Of course I am. Trying to be a bit more conscientious. What is on the floor in front of me? And failing miserably. Dear Lord. Gonna avoid walking on that. Whoa! Okay. You sure are a thing. Rude. I feel like sneaking past the iron wheel would have been less painful than this. But it is what it is. We're doing this now. Definitely not friend-shaped, no. Decidedly not friend-shaped. Well, this is very clearly a trap. I'm gonna avoid jumping on that. I didn't even step on anything. How that happened, I do not know. I just want to rifle through everything, because you never know when these urns and the trunks will have lockpicks. Always good to check. One thing I do really like, and I mentioned this when I did the prologue quests for Elsewhere. I love these like stone relief things that they do sometimes in here. Very pretty. Bypass Tuwaka's pillars.
Ask Zira. She knows how to do everything in this place. Unless it's stealing a dowry.
No idea. Last time, Nicholas had me watch the passage behind us. There must be something in his journal.
Anything useful?
Nicholas loved his puzzles. You're welcome to try.
Excerpt from the heist journal. Here we go. We must bypass Tuwaka's pillars to open Hunding's passage. After this, walking Maluk's path will gain us the sacred ashes in Tall Papa's ewer. These will reveal Shinji's truth, and from there we arrive at the treasure vaults. Bypassing Tuwaka's pillars is the first matter. Why else would there be a lock with the endorments of Yokudan generals plastered onto the walls? If my knowledge is correct, and thus far it has been, then the lock makes reference to the stories based on the siblings Naramaya and Tanaska. I'll need to seek out the texts and see if anything will help me. I found an excerpt from an old text that may relate to the vaults. I'm jotting this down for future reference. And so each of the siblings stood upon the battlefield facing each other in the calm of the night as the bodies of their armies lay at their feet. The flames flickered and burned all around them, casting a soft golden hue on the battlefield. Tanaska stood to the north, surrounded by his generals. Akishu and Buliz. To the north, Narumaya faced back, her two trusted advisors surrounding her, Nishka and Puntru. They both knew this would be their final battle. This would be the fight that would open the gates of life or death for both of them. Clearly, this means that each of the generals stood in the center of their advisors, a possible clue to the vault. Now I just need to get into that room and see if I can decipher the order of the generals. And the mention of flames. Directions? This may be vital. I should keep my eyes open for anything that would indicate an order when paired with this phrase of text. Something in the room must hint at this. An order or a number? Something. I feel good about this. The treasure will be ours soon. Okay. Nazca, Narumaya, what do we got? What do we got? Got faded text believes the serpent. Text is faded. That's not going to be useful at all.
I grew up in Narcissus. I can't believe this stupid plague almost turned the place into a ghost town.
Puntru's faded. You are useless to me. Niska is faded as well. These are not helpful. Okay, so that's faded as well. These texts are not helpful. These texts are useless. Okay. Center relief wheel. Relief wheel. What happens if I spin this? What do we got here? I know this is wrong. It's fine. Trying to figure out. Okay, so that's there. This one. The center, I'm assuming. Looks like that. And then. Let's go the symbol of pride. Okay, hold on. Niska and his generals acute shoot and police. Okay. Let's see, which one are you? He shoot the blade. Is one of these a blade? No. One of these was a blade, though. That's a blade. Okay, which ones were his generals? Kishu and Belize. Okay. Kishu was a blade. Blade? Blade. Belize is the other one. The serpent. Okay. This might be the wrong order, but we're trying it this way first. Otherwise, Nishka and Puntu. Puntru is the scholar. And I'm not sure what symbol pride is supposed to be. But scholar leads me to believe we want the scroll. Possibly. That did not open anything. Maybe it's the other way. Positive that's a symbol that goes in the middle. It said surrounded by their generals. So there we go. Hit it.
Well done. Come on, let's go.
I feel very accomplished. Puzzles do not tend to be my strong suit in these games. Okay, do not go near the... I want to go near that paint jar, but I know I can't because that's just going to explode on me. Oh, I missed a pod.
The journal says this chasm is called Shinji's Truth. Last time we never made it across.
I can't see the bottom. Is there a bottom?
Throw yourself in. We'll see how long before we hear the splat.
Belsa!
Gwen, walk softly. Look for hidden doors or switches. Belsa, you're with me. I need your help to walk Maluk's path.
And what of your protege?
Watching my back, should anyone try to stab it. Let's go.
We'll search the room. If there's anything to be found, we'll find it. Unless we find gargoyles. I hate gargoyles. Even more than spiders.
I like him. He is seriously one of my favorite NPCs of this entire thing.
There must be a way across. I wonder if I can climb the walls. I'd need to find grips on the cliff. There.
Gwen, please don't actually climb the wall. That sounds like a bad plan. I want to help them find it, but I also know I'm supposed to go this way.
Forgive me, my old friends.
What did you say?
Nothing. Belsa, do you see that panel? Put your hand on it until I say otherwise.
For what reason?
When I set foot on Maluk's path, an aura of light will surround me. The darkness cannot harm us as long as you touch the panel.
So, what can harm you?
We could fall to our deaths, or the creatures within could devour us.
Well then, enjoy yourselves.
Belsa knows what to do, but we should speak before we cross. On the other side of Maluk's path is Tall Papa's Ewer, a very fancy name for a big vase. According to the journal, we'll need sacred ashes from inside the base to reach the treasure vaults. So, this is it. We should get going.
What's wrong?
This is where they died. Edda, Dalder, and Nicholas. Swallowed by the darkness. I'm sorry, I can't talk about this. No use reliving the past. Or regretting it.
I'm not setting foot into the darkness until you tell me what to expect.
That's fair. Talking about it might calm my nerves. The darkness is unnatural. Breathe it in and it sickens you. To make things worse, the Guardians on the path attack anyone not of Denobia's bloodline. And then there's the path itself.
What about the path?
It twists and turns. You don't know where you're going until you're out there. You'll see what I mean. Keep your wits about you. Stay with me inside the light and we'll make it through. I won't let anyone else die in here.
All right, I'm ready.
Here we go. Don't wander, or the darkness itself will flay you alive.
Oh, great. Great. This is just what I wanted. I am lying. This is not at all what anybody wants. Why is this like this? I do not understand. I do not like this path at all. This is the worst path. I am not okay with this. Who designed this? This is a ridiculous thing. I do not like it. Oh, there are two of them now.
Are you there yet?
We're still moving. Keep holding the panel.
I don't like this. I'm seriously having flashbacks to, I think it was a puzzle in Secret World, where you basically had to walk backwards on a on flooring, I think it was, that you couldn't see. Like, that is literally all I can think of right now. I was not okay with that, and I'm not okay with this either. Oh, jeez.
Ida? Dalder? What happened to their bodies? And where is Nicholas? I could hear their screams as I held the switch. I had to do something. I couldn't... There's no end to the darkness.
Zira, my arm's getting tired.
Don't you dare release that panel!
Oh, a gargoyle! Of course, because why not? The sad thing is I'm not going to be able to dodge out of a thing he does because I can't leave the light. Okay, good, he's dead. He died before I ever had to worry about that.
Zira! One of the statues gave me a funny look!
Don't antagonize it.
Hurry up, Zira. I also don't like that Zira randomly will, like, port back a few spaces.
We made it. That must be the vase. Sorry. Tall Papa's you. Wait. That lamp belonged to Nicholas. I watched it go out. I heard him die. Falura must have come here to investigate. She could have picked it up and brought it here. Nicholas couldn't have survived. Could he? That lamp definitely belonged to Nicholas.
How can you be certain it's a lamp?
I procured it for him. I saw him drop the lamp. It hit the path and went out. And all I remember is darkness and pain.
Were you on the path? I thought you were holding the panel.
I just grab the ashes so we can leave. I don't want to spend any more time in this place. Bring the ashes. We should return to Quen and walk softly. Be careful with those.
Onto the path we go. I don't know if those trigger anything, but I don't want to take the chance, so I'm jumping over them.
Velsa, you could let go of the panel.
I know what you did.
What?
I know how they died. How you killed them.
That's low, Velsa. Even for you.
Always had to be the hero. Be the Guildmaster's darling.
You're cracked. I didn't need anyone's approval.
You held the panel. From here you saw the creatures closing in. You thought you could save them. Only you! So you released the panel. Grabbed your weapon. Rushed out to meet them.
I could have saved them.
Because in your head, you are the hero. But the light faded. The darkness rushed in and ate them alive!
I tried to reach them.
And the darkness tried to eat you alive, so you had to recover from your wounds. That's why you didn't return to Abba's Landing. At least not soon enough.
I crawled from the tomb. The darkness. You can't imagine the pain.
You were the only one who could have warned the Guild. Who could tell them the Iron Wheel was coming.
Velsa, stop.
Zira, you were never the hero. You were always a thief. Now, you're just a shadow.
Wow. I mean, that explains a lot, but wow. I don't know what I was expecting. That was not it. Yeah. That was a lot.
Quen, it's a bad idea.
Words escape me.
Someone tell me what I'm seeing.
We heard strange noises in the chasm. Stone grinding against stone. Quen, well...
I found this invisible bridge.
So you followed my advice and threw yourself into the chasm.
The ashes. Spread them on the bridge to see where it leads. And Quen, get back from there.
That's what we needed, the ashes. Whoa. Okay. Where's the next part of it? Oh, I don't like this. I like this even less than I did the shadow chasm from the other room.
Clear the way. We'll be right behind you.
Oh, look, another gargoyle. Who's surprised at this point? Because I'm not. There are a lot of them. Will do, Yumi. Will do. Okay, Mr. Gargoyle, can you stop throwing a fit now? Thank you. You guys coming? Hopefully. There they are.
The door to the treasure vaults, just through this crypt. We made
Do all
it.
crypts come with whatever that is?
Every tomb needs a guardian. And old Yokuden saying, wasn't it?
Your introduction is formless and without grace. Recite Denobia's maxim.
That's alarming.
Velsa, Quen, walk softly. Stay back. If it's hostile, we'll handle it.
Recite Denobia's maxim, or you shall be deemed trespassers.
It must be some kind of passphrase. If you have any ideas, now's the time to call them out.
You can't seriously expect us to.
Falora!
Yakuda!
Passphrase!
Gaiden Shinji!
Idiots.
Velsa, you aren't even trying.
Trespasser! Denobia's justice falls upon you!
Well, that thing sure is a multi-armed terror. I love that Fels is not even helping at this point, by the way. It is literally just me. What the? Oh, of course, because why not? Why wouldn't there be multiple terrifying things? Whoa! I don't like this. I don't like this. This is the worst tomb I've ever been in.
That didn't go as planned.
You're right. I honestly thought it would kill us all.
Come on, let's see what's in the treasure vaults.
My friends are such wonderful people, aren't they? Into the vaults we go, I guess. Now, do we think the dowry is still in here? Or is it gone? This will be interesting.
We are standing inside a treasure vault. A real, actual treasure vault. Yes, there's no actual treasure, but I can still say it, can't I?
Do you want to roll around in a big pile of coins? I feel the urge to roll around in a big pile of coins. None are here, of course, but you can still smell them.
He's wonderful. I like him.
Empty. All that for nothing. No, that's wrong. There might be a trail that leads us to the dowry. We just need to look around.
Okay.
We barely made it here alive, yet someone else slipped past the crypt's guardian? Something's off.
Agreed. Let's look around, see what we got. We have a headless skeleton here.
What's wrong with that skeleton? Missing its head. Looks like it was hacked off. Must have been done by whoever stole the dowry. But why desecrate a skeleton?
A good question.
That page, is it from the journal Nicholas kept? Tuwaka watches over you. The passphrase for the Crypt Guardian? I nearly had it.
You did not.
Let me see that. Nicholas used half maps like this. Thin overlays placed atop existing maps. You line them up with common points of reference.
So, Nicholas was here. I thought he died.
Nicholas survived somehow. He came here and took Magnifica Felora's dowry for himself. I don't want to believe it, but that's how it seems. Unless I'm missing something. Am I missing something?
Well, we found a page from his journal. It had the passphrase for the Crypt's Guardian.
This is his handwriting. But it could have been taken from his journal by someone else. The skeleton must be Denobia herself. This is her tomb, after all. I don't see what it has to do with Nicholas, missing skull or not.
Okay, well, what about the half map? Velsa said Nicholas used those.
3 points on this sheet. Nicholas always used Abaz Landing and Noshira Citadel as a reference. If I line up those 2 points... Well now, the 3rd point is in Hughes Bane, out in the middle of nowhere.
Well, if Nicholas did steal the dowry, why would he leave this here?
Trash he left behind? 3 dots on a page are meaningless unless you know the trick. The only people who did were dead on Maluk's path. Head to Hughes Bane. If Nicholas does have a hideout in the desert, it's time we crack it open.
Okay. Looks like there's an exit back this way. Oh, this is gonna be fun. That was less fun than anticipated. Okay, this is weird. There was an iron wheel all along this when we came here. There's no one here now. That is a bit concerning. The camel stares at you. Take me back to Abaz Landing, camel. A phrase I never thought I'd say. Okay, so where are we going? A point all the way down there in the middle of literally nowhere. Back to the road we go. Indeed. You know what? I feel like I need a more appropriate mount for this zone. I feel like I really should be riding this camel. I'm not overly fond of camel mounts in general in this game, but I feel like if I'm in a desert zone, I should be riding a camel. And let's be realistic here. This is a very pretty camel. Except when he does that. Oh. No. No. Bad bug. It is a very bouncy mount, yeah. It's another reason why I don't really ride... I can't say it's another reason why I don't ride the camel that often. Because it's just... I don't ride the camel often, so I didn't realize that was a thing. But I hear Nernroot. I heard Nernroot. Nernroot. Okay, we're not gonna go anywhere near that thing. That is just creepy. Whatever it is. Come on, bouncy camel. There is a way shrine up this way, so I want to make sure I acquire it. Way shrine. Okay, so I have to get all the way over there. Do I have any idea where I'm going? No. Then again, I never do. There are lions! There are lions. Oh, jeez, there were lions. Nope, not this way either. Oh my god. This was a mistake! I have so many regrets right now. Okay, that's another player. I feel slightly better about the... Where is that?
What is it?
Okay, first of all, there's ore over here. There's also a point of interest. There we go. Now I have to figure out how to get up there. Below, it says. Big cats, always lying around. Oh my god. That was terrible, Yuki. That was terrible. I love you, but that was terrible. Never mind that it made me smile. It was still terrible. This is not the way to get to anywhere. How the heck do I get to this place? Ah! There we go. Ooh. Things for glyphs. There we go. And ore. Ore is delicious. This is not actually what I thought it was, but there is a chest here. So I'm not complaining, really. There is a dead... I don't even know what this is over here. It's a bit concerning. I honestly thought this would be the way in, but it is not. How do I even get to where I'm supposed to go? Giant snake thing indeed. All hail the snake cult. Maybe it's on the other side of this? I mean, it's possible. Oh, that's a lion. Gonna avoid the lion. Might be on the other side. I don't know for sure. Because I've never done this before. We're gonna go exploring up this river and see what happens. I don't know what this means. Drowned dog, whatever. Are they bandits? Are they? I don't know what they are. I hear Nernroot. I love that Nernroot has like a very distinct sound to it. I really don't know what this means, the drowned dog thing. What does that mean? Oh, I have to unlock this. Of course I do. Rude. Oh, I'm trespassing. Oh, this is fun. Zira.
Is it strange that I don't want to find anything? I don't want to believe Nicholas abandoned us, even though it's probably true. We should look around.
Okay, well, I don't have a trespassing marker, so... I mean, I'm gonna assume I'm fine, but I also don't want to assume, because that tends to lead to bad things. Zenobia coins.
Ancient Yakutan coins, stamped with the likeness of Denobia. Those must be from the dowry.
Clothing chest.
Nicholas had a disguise kit just like this one. In fact, this is his disguise kit.
Well. Stack of papers. The money and documents were delivered to Lady Montaigne as expected. Ubalajad Palace is now leased solely to my holdings. It shall serve as a good base of operations for what is to come. Gosh. Why is this here?
Papers. Signed by Kosh? What are those doing here?
I don't know. I was kind of hoping you could tell me. Blood-filled crystal?
Look closely. There's a hollow crystal with... Is that blood inside? Whose blood? I know how Nicholas survived Maluk's path.
You do? How?
The crystal must contain Aldenobia blood. Maluk's path would ignore you if you held it. You'd need a lamp to find your way through the darkness so you could grab a handful of ashes. From there, all you'd need is the Crypt Guardian's passphrase.
The Denobia coins were definitely from the tomb, and you said that disguise kit belonged to Nicholas?
I've seen enough. Nicholas faked his death and stole the dowry. Now he's working with that merchant lord, Kosh. To think I mourned that bastard.
What are you gonna do?
Nicholas would have kept such a thing from the guild. The less they know, the less trouble they'll cause. But I'm going to tell the Thieves Guild. I want them to cause a world of trouble, and I want to lay it all on his doorstep. Let's go.
I'll meet you at the den. Blood-filled anything is never good. Agreed. Agreed. No way! A thief betraying other thieves! I know, right? It is unthinkable. How am I supposed to get out of here? Is the question. How the hell do I even get out of here? You know what? They make a ramp so you can get up in here, but they don't make you an exit. Which is very frustrating. It's like, this is the only way out, and you can't get to it. Literally, the only way you can get out of here is if you teleport out. Which is vaguely frustrating. So I really hope there was no other scene after this, because I'm clearly not seeing it. It's fine. Oh, no, no. I can't. I cannot with the very, very bouncy camel.
Yeah.
Back to the thieves' den. We have got much to tell the guild at this point. So, yeah. I don't know how well this is going to go over. Because it's basically your old boss faked his death and may possibly be is probably working for the asshole that nearly got us all killed earlier. Pardon the language. But it's not a good thing. Hopefully, Yumi. I actually don't know what the next event after this one is. If there is one. There has to be. I just don't know what it would be. Back through the den. Zira. Zira?
I told the guild about Nicholas betraying us. Walk softly took it in stride. Quen gave me a hug, and Elsa walked off without a word. All in all, better than expected.
What's the next okay. Do you have to do this one to get all the berries for the Onyx Indrik? Technically, no. This event is just the first one where the first berry for the Onyx Indrik is available. Once one of the I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Once one of the berries for the new morph of the Indrik becomes available, you can collect them, providing you have the event tickets for them, up until whatever the last event is where you have all 4 of the Onyx Indrik berries that have been released into the world. Excuse me. They do make it possible for you to keep acquiring them throughout the seasonal event that particular morph is for. But once that particular seasonal section is done, you're not able to collect berries for the previous morphs. So, like, I had acquired all the ones for the Dawnwood Indrik back during the spring. When we had the summer event, you weren't able to acquire all the Dawnwood berries again. You could only acquire the ones for whichever one the golden one was that I cannot remember what that form was. I want to say it was the Luminous Indrik. Supposedly, at some point, they're going to give us the capability of buying the berries from, like, previous morphs that we may have missed out on. But we have no information about that. I'm not sure when exactly that's happening. Or how they plan to do it. Yeah, sometimes the dev explanations are not the best. Unfortunately.
I told the guild about Nicholas betraying us. Walk softly took it in stride. Quen gave me a hug, and Elsa walked off without a word.
What's the next step for the Thieves Guild?
The Iron Wheel is a hurricane that blew into port and smashed everything in its path. Nicholas and Kosh are the ones who set it in motion. Now, We learn what they hold most dear. Then we take it from them. Nicholas taught me how to be a thief. I knew him for over a decade. Trusted him. Not much else to say, is there?
I want to talk about what happened in Aldenobia Tomb.
What about?
Velsa blamed you for what happened on Maluk's path.
Velsa was right, and I don't say that lightly.
Gasp!
I am responsible. Edda and Dalder died because of my mistake. Nicholas. I can only pray his death is far worse than what happened to the others.
Do you have any idea what he planned?
No. He seemed a bit distant before we first went to Aldenobia Tomb, but it was also the biggest heist we'd ever pulled off. Nothing prepared me for this.
Now I'm just curious what wound up happening, but there's nothing I can do about that. We have a couple of other quests in here. The main one down this way, which is surprising. Which I will get to that in just a second. A message from Walk Softly. This is going to be interesting. Thynal, I must again ask you for your help and advice. I have a solution to the situation with my old friend, but it's hard to explain. I'd prefer to show you in person instead of writing the details here. Meet me near the docks. You can find me in one of the warehouses overlooking the waterfront. I'll see you there and explain everything. That can either go really well or really poorly. I don't know. Note from Quen. Thynel, I deciphered my father's ledger. Come by my rooftop retreat when you have a minute. Quen. P.S. There's another mustard stain. No judgments. I love her. I love my Thieves Guild friends. Okay, what is this?
Without you, so many more would have died at Dune. Bright moons.
I can't get over how same yet different this game looks. You have a high-end NPC. Well, my graphics card is like a few seasons old. I do need to upgrade it. I don't have the funding to do so at the moment. But my computer is capable of running it on like higher end graphics. Yeah. Quen apparently does love mustard. Yes. I don't get her obsession with it, to be perfectly honest. I'm not a huge mustard fan.
You hear about the wedding?
Okay, we're gonna come back to that in just a second. Because now I'm just like, wait, wedding? What? I want to do these side quests first before we go into that. So. Chibi loves mustard, so he gets her. I mean... I am not the biggest mustard fan, to be honest.
Psst. Come here. The guild needs you.
I'll deal with you once I do these side quests, dude. Side quest first. Then I will come back to that. Because I love my Thieves Guild friends. Slightly surprised there was no note from Velsa as well, to be honest. But, I mean, that's okay. But after doing side quests for other people, I'm a little surprised. But then again, maybe she's just taking a break with her Khajiit girlfriend. Which is perfectly acceptable. Okay, where am I going to talk to Quen? This city is just so vertical. I love it. The best mustard is passion fruit mustard. I think Quen would like it. I had no idea mustard came in passion fruit.
Good, you're here. The old book we found at Sulima Mansion was the key to my father's cipher. His ledger revealed directions to his greatest treasure. It won't bring him back, but if we find it, Abar's Landing will no longer have a hold on me.
You're planning to leave?
I don't know. I don't think so. I've enjoyed my time with the Thieves Guild, even Velsa. And Lady Selima is a stepmother I never knew. I wouldn't have figured out the cipher without her help.
What do you mean?
We deciphered the ledger together. I'd call out a number, she'd find the letter in the book. It was fun. She's so lonely, cooped up in her mansion. She only has mercenaries to keep her company.
Okay, let's figure out where the treasure is.
I know exactly where it is. Here, I'll mark your map. We've been in this together since all this madness began. I can't imagine recovering my inheritance without you at my side. Meet you there when you're ready, partner.
Okay, where am I even going? Okay, so it's out here. Near Noshura Citadel. Let's go. Whoa. Oh, jeez! How did I not die? How did I not die? That is the question. Let's go find Walk Softly. See, he's down by the docks. How did I not die, though? Seriously. I honestly thought there was a landing there, and there was not. I really thought there was a landing there. That did not exist. I'm in the wrong space, because I need to go up there. And not be down here. God damn it. Okay. Wait. Letting myself get stuck on all the geometry today. The crunchy way down. I mean, you're not wrong. It was a particularly crunchy way down. Walks, where are you?
You've made a big mistake this time, you lizard! My agents will find me, and then I'll have your hide for a handbag.
Walks, what did you do?
It took some time, but I finally figured out the best way to teach Anais a lesson. I promise this will make perfect sense to you shortly, my friend.
What are we doing here, Walks off? Why is she tied up back there?
Trust me, stay calm a moment longer, and all will become clear.
Okay, I'm listening. This had better be good.
My associate has returned with the reply from your mansion. Would you like to hear it?
Ransom? Is that your plan? My steward is under strict orders not to negotiate with kidnappers.
He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that's preposterous. She's not worth half that much.
That old goat! With me out of the way, he's probably hoping to take over the business. Have you contacted my mother?
She's in Rothgar this time of year, isn't she? Discussing trade agreements. We don't have time to reach out to her.
Untie me and we can forget all about this, Walks. For old time's sake? Are you listening to me?
Thanks for your patience with all of that. I hope I sounded convincing.
Okay, do you want to explain to me what we're doing here now?
Anais needs to see the errors of her ways. People aren't property. They aren't supposed to be sold and traded, and they certainly shouldn't be turned into slaves.
So you kidnapped her and demanded a ransom?
There was no request for a ransom. I made that all up to scare her.
Okay.
No one even knows she's missing yet, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Well, then what are you planning to do with her?
Take these letters. I don't want her family's agents to come looking for her yet, so I forged them to explain her absence. Just plant them in the Velmont mansion, and that will give me all the time I need.
Time to do what?
Time for Anais to consider her situation. To see if being trapped and powerless changes her outlook on keeping pets and slaves. When she's learned her lesson, I'll set her free. Meet me at the Thieves' Den after you plant the letters.
Okay, I'll plant them in the Velmont mansion. I don't want to, but I'm doing this for you because you are my friend. I trust Walk Softly. Argonians have never steered me wrong. He is definitely one of the cooler Argonians I've run into. I will not lie. You want to know what's weird, though? Like, because I've discovered in the course of playing this game... We're taking the crunchy way down. In the course of playing this game and going through the Ebonheart Pact story, I've discovered I really, really like the Argonians. Like, as a whole, I find them very cool.
I'm rather busy right now.
And, you know, the other day I was thinking, oh, hey, I will make an Argonian alt, because I'm fond of the Argonians. And having an Argonian character wouldn't be too bad. And, you know, I just would love to have them. I cannot make an Argonian combo stick for the life of me. I've tried, like, a few of the classes I tend to gravitate towards. I'm just like, no, I don't like that. No, I don't really like that either. I do not know what I'm gonna do. It's just weird. I'm not used to... I'd say I'm not used to having that much trouble with alts, but anybody who knows me would also know I'd be lying. In other MMOs, I'm definitely a bit of an altaholic, which is weird because in, like, here in ESO, I didn't really feel the need for it. In FF14, I don't really feel the need for it either. But that's because, you know, one character can be every single class there. Here, I'm just having a hard time latching onto an Argonian concept that I really like. So, hopefully at some point soon I'll have something hammered out. I made an Argonian the other day and found out that their tail thickness is tied to the butt slider. Why do you know that? Why is that a thing you were even doing? Now I'm just curious. Can I read these? I can read this. Ha! What is this? Use. Travel itinerary. Details of Lady Anais Velmont's impending tour of Velmont Holdings. Day 1, board Velmont's opulence and set sail for the Gold Coast. 3, winds and currents permitting, arrive at Anvil. Provincial Governor Fortunata has graciously offered rooms at Castle Anvil for me and my retinue. Day 4, attend a posh ball at Castle Anvil. I dare say I'll be the guest of honor. Day 5, inspect the holdings in the city of Anvil. Handle family business. There's a lot of this that's basically balls and everything, which I find hilarious. Letter to Percy Valmont. Percy, come now, my dear younger brother. Get your head out of the latest Pirate Empress Thusa Aplagud novel long enough to pay attention to my words. I'm going on a trip. Yes, it's quite sudden and unexpected, and no, I didn't have time to tell you in person. A number of business matters require my attention, along with a few social engagements that I really must attend. I left a copy of my itinerary around in case you care. While I'm away, don't get any ideas. Father left me in charge of the business and family holdings. Just try not to let anything go horribly wrong before I return. See you in a few weeks, dear brother. If you do well in my absence, perhaps I'll pick up the next Pirate Empress adventure for you while I'm in Anvil. If those are real books in this universe, I want to read them. That's just basically here. Oh, geez, that is an NPC. That's her brother. Okay, so I have a thing to plant upstairs. Be a tiny bit tricksy. Can be done. If they're not real books, I'll be very disappointed. Agreed. Where are the stairs?
This is taking forever.
Oh my god. I am blind. The stairs are literally right here. Trying to find the upstairs, and the stairs are literally right there. What is wrong with me? Oh, jeez. Nope, I don't exist. As far as you're concerned, I don't exist. Turn around. Okay, he's there. So yeah, gonna have to go into the hiding spot with the Khajiit. We definitely want to make ample use of these hiding spots, because I don't want a bounty on my head, even though I can clear it. I have counterfeit pardon edicts, but I'd rather not. The lusty Argonian maid books exist in the game. They do. I found a couple of them, actually. Placing a thing. Nope, I don't exist. I love that, you know, you just have to hide in a basket, and the NPC immediately doesn't know you exist. Why this is so hilarious to me, I don't know. Cuddle pile in the basket. It's true. It is very true. Okay, back on into the courtyard to go. This is the trickier bit because there are all these NPCs around here. Most of them don't care, but it's the guards that are the problem. Upstairs. I think that's upstairs.
You must like being in trouble or you'd be gone.
Whoops. Well, he saw me. It's fine. That is a pretty big bounty on my head, though. I mean, it's been higher. Let's be real here. I almost wanted to try to pickpocket him, but... The good news is, because of Thieves Guild perks, that goes down pretty quickly. Matter of fact, let me go into Thieves Guild again. Haha. Sometimes the Thieves Guild stuff is very nice. The timely escape is also very useful. Speaking from experience, because I have done things. I have done terrible things that have resulted in death before actually reaching a certain location, namely the Outlaw Refuge. It is very painful. I do not recommend it. I do have a lot of them. I just haven't figured out what I'm doing with them all yet. I mean, you do get to a certain point where you want to put the points into other things, but like crafting skills and things like that, I just haven't figured out which I'm investing in. Okay, back out.
The Gart is on its way, intruder.
That wasn't to me, was it? Hopefully that wasn't to me. Let's get out of here. Very carefully. Yeah, past a certain point, like once you get level 50, you don't really get skill points anymore. So you
Guard! Intruder! Trespasser!
You learn to appreciate sky shards and the quests that give you random skill points after a while. I have poked at it. I haven't really done anything too extensive with it. But I am a big fan of the spell effects and a lot of the abilities of it. You just have to be very careful with the Necromancer because some of their abilities will flag you in the justice system and it's not a fun time. No, I am not saying that because I've been attacked by a guard. I have, however, seen NPC players get attacked by the guards by accident because of Necromancer abilities, so... Okay, I need to go meet Quen outside. I don't think there's a way I'm going to be able to do this without getting pinged by a guard, though. Which is a problem. Not even sure what's up here. Oh, that's the mansion. That is not going to help me get out. Oh, look, a thieves' trove. Mine now. I don't see what the difference between necromancy and sorcerers. Why is summoning Grandpa back from the dead worse than summoning Daedra from Oblivion? I don't know. And the best part is nobody else seems to know either. We have certainly asked the question several times. We have not gotten an answer in that regard. You know what? This is going to bother me, so we are going to... Where is my... I know I have a Pardon Edict somewhere in here. I have a Lemoncy Edict, which may be the only one I have. I thought I had a... There we go. This is honestly just easier than sneaking through the entire freaking city. Oh, I still have 4 gold on me. On my bounty. Yay. Well, looks like we're going to sneak through a city. Still laughing at the dialogue when you earn your first in-room. They ask you if you worship Daedra. As a sorcerer, that was awkward. I'd imagine. I really wish there was a way to get up on the gate up top. Sadly, that doesn't seem to be a thing. Ugh. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna deal with them.
Ooh, I enjoy a good chase.
Here,
but
it's 4 gold.
I hope that was good for you too.
Take the 4 gold, it's fine. Let's see if we can't get out of this city now. Just ignore the clan farm, Em. I really do not know how that is any better or worse than using necromancy. Because you have a literal Daedra following you. And somehow that is less terrible than necromancy. There are a lot of quests in the Mages Guild where they say, hey, you aren't studying necromancy, right? No, of course not. I know there's one quest somewhere that talks about necromancy, and you have a dialogue option that's basically, you know I'm...
find some treasure.
You know I'm a necromancer, right?
Hey.
Hey, Gwen. Let's go get that treasure of yours. Dig through this dirt mound.
Wait, did you hear that?
What is his treasure?
I recognize them from Sulima Mansion. Why are they digging?
I don't know. Let's go ask them.
Healer!
Or not.
These were Lady Sulima's mercenaries. What were they doing here?
Gwen, you weren't supposed to be here.
Lady Sulima?
This is all wrong. They weren't supposed to hurt anyone.
Get back here!
What even is happening?
Please, I never meant to harm anyone. The mercenaries who protect my home, they overheard Quen and I speak of treasure. I promised them a share, and the rest I planned to give to Quen. You must believe me.
Why would you do that?
It was the only way to provide their salary. The Iron Wheel never set foot in my home, yet everything of value has gone to keeping them at bay. None of my fortune remains.
That kind of sounds like an excuse.
It is no excuse. I told myself, Seraldo would want you to have a small portion of his treasure, but he already gave me years of his life that he could not provide to Quen. I was foolish. Please, forgive me.
The sad thing is, I'm a nice person, so... I kind of get where she's coming from, but... Mostly. It is very hard when you do these things. Because some choices are easier than others. I want to talk to Gwen.
Oh, I can barely stand to look at her.
Oh, Gwen. I do not know. Ew, jeez. Why? Why? Yeah, see, also in this case, it's not really my place to judge her. She wronged Quen more than she wronged me.
Please, I never meant to harm any. It was the only... It is no excuse. I told myself, Seraldo would want you to have a small portion of his treasure, but he already gave me years of his life that he could not provide to Quen. I was foolish. Please, forgive me.
You were desperate. You made a mistake. But only Quen can forgive you.
Living with fear, you lie, you steal, you worry if the ones you love can accept what you've become. Of course I forgive you, Lady Sulima.
Oh, my dear child. I don't deserve your forgiveness.
Hush now. I'll bring you to a place where you'll be safe. It's where I live, and where you will too. My father died to protect Lady Sulima from the Iron Wheel. If it was his last wish, I should honor it.
Where's she going to stay?
I'll give her my bunk. Honestly, I prefer hammocks. Lady Sulima won't have the luxuries of her manor, but she'll be safe in the den, as my father would have wanted. I'm glad you're a part of this. The choice wasn't easy, but it feels like we made the right one.
Don't forget your inheritance. What do you think's inside?
I don't know. Perhaps I'll open the strongbox at my rooftop retreat. Somewhere comfortable and beautiful. You're welcome to stop by and see for yourself.
I think I will do that before I go back to the Thieves' Den. Gwen is a sweetheart, to be perfectly honest. But I also really love all of the NPCs that I've met so far from this DLC, so everyone is just so sweet. I love them. A shrine. Waifu material. Definitely not wrong. To the Thieves' Den. And, whoa, hi.
Did Zira speak with you about the wedding?
Wedding? What wedding?
Kosh returned Magnifica Felora's dowry. Seems she's agreed to marry him to bind the futures of Tanith and Abaz Landing. How romantic. Our old guildmaster is behind all this. Zira wants Nicholas to pay for his betrayal.
I'll talk to Zira.
Find Zira in the den, and hurry. The wedding is very soon.
Why would Magnifica Felora marry Kosh?
My theory? Nicholas gives Kosh the stolen dowry. Kosh returns it to Chief Inspector Ron Beek. With the dowry recovered, the Iron Wheel departs. This gives Kosh great influence with the merchant lords, the same ones who buy from all the pirates raiding Tanith.
So what does Felora get out of it?
Kosh becomes her puppet. He keeps the Abaz Landing merchant lords in line. This removes a threat to Tanith, which elevates her among her peers. Better yet, she gets to marry and keep her own dowry. She gains money and influence. How about that?
So how does Nicholas gain from this?
Kosh pays him a large sum of money for the dowry. He heads somewhere remote, retires like Velsa did. Spends his fortune on all those paintings he loved to acquire. Unless one of us finds him and feeds him his own liver. I'd do it, if Zira asked.
Why would Magnifica Felora marry Kosh?
My theory? Nicholas.
There we go, we
Kosh
get through all that
becomes her
again.
puppet. He keeps the Abaz Landing merchant lords in line. This removes a threat to Tanith, which elevates her among her peers. Better yet, she gets to marry and keep her own dowry. She gains money and influence. How about that?
Thrag, why do you know so much about this?
I read. Hammerfell politics are fascinating. You ask me, nobles are thieves who pick the pockets of nations.
He is amazing. I love him. We meet so many fun NPCs in this thing. Like, I am all about all of these NPCs we have met. I love Thrag, too. His whole, I read! It just amused me. Is Gwen up here? I don't think she would be, but... no. She's likely... Everybody is back at the Thieves' Den. So that is where we go. Sorry, but Razumdar is my bae. I can definitely agree to that. Razumdar is amazing, and I love him very much. He is undeniably one of my favorite Dominion NPCs. He's just fun. I remember early on when I was talking to him, when I just basically started playing this, and when you first meet him, you don't really know what he is, at least in like the core game. So I'm playing this, I'm running through it, and I asked him at one point, you know, what he actually is, and what his stake is and all of this, and he mentioned something about being, you know, just a humble Khajiit. And, you know, he wants what anybody else wants. And then he stops. He's like, also a saddle that doesn't pinch the tail. One day. And I just started laughing. He's amazing. I love him. Urgent message from Walk Softly. Uh-oh. While we were both attending to other matters, that special shipment from my past was discovered and absconded with by pirates. I have to rescue her. Contacts throughout Abaz Landing have told me the shipment has been taken to Shark's Teeth Grotto. I'm heading there immediately. If you have the inclination, I wouldn't turn down your help. Okay. Walks, what did you do? Zeraldo's greatest treasures. My dearest daughter, if you're reading this, you have undoubtedly received notice of my passing. In such an event, I entrusted my friend Nicholas to acquire the ledger and see it delivered to you at your academy. I can almost hear your groans. One of my last gifts is to be one of those puzzles I found far more enchanting than you. But I confess I'm not entirely certain I ever wished you to solve it. The life you thought I lived was not entirely as I explained. You see, I've fallen deeply in love with a woman in Abaz Landing. I'm ashamed to say I feared your reception of Lady Sulima. She's not your mother, nor is she meant to replace her, yet we each know the pain of loss. The greatest treasure I can provide is a future where both of you are family. I can only assume you have balled up the letter and thrown it at something. Now that you have recovered it, please continue. Think of what you've done so far. You've solved the puzzle in the ledger, you traveled to Abaz Landing, you located a patch of sand in Hughesbane and dug up an old chest. You managed to get the strongbox open without a key to do it. All of this led you to read my final words. Seeking Lady Sulima in Abaz Landing should be no trouble. She does not know your name, but she has seen your portrait and is eager to meet you. She can tell you the good, strange life I've had with her, and she has a small fortune that will help you get on your feet once you've graduated from the academy. You'll be whatever you want to be, and despite my departure, there will always be someone there for you. I can only hope you will be there for her as well. All my love, S. I guess it's a good thing we didn't kill her. Yeah. God, could you imagine, though? Like, if we had killed her and then we saw that, it was like, oh. Oops. Okay, let's go rescue Anais before we deal with this mess with the wedding. If I had realized that was going to be a thing, I would have done it when I was down there. If I had, I would have just thrown that letter in the sewer so Quen didn't see it. Yeah, I think that honestly would have been our only option at that point. Just tossing the letter down into the sewer. Ignoring it forever. The rain in Hughesbane. I don't know why, but weather in MMOs just makes me very happy. Let's pretend this never happened. I mean, yeah. Where am I even going? Oh my god. If I had realized that that would take me down here, I would have... if I realized this was going to be a thing, I didn't. But if I had realized it... Ride my glowing Indrik. We have a very long way to go. Oh, we also have to be very careful around here, because this is where a world boss is. I don't want to get pummeled by a world boss. That is not the path. Go figure. Where even is a path? I know a path exists. Where is it? Damn it. Come on. Where's the path when I want one? There we go. Also, there is a sky shard over this way. I should get it. Sky shard. Oh no! At some point, I do need to go back through all these maps and just try my hardest to get through all of this completion. Have I done that? No. Will I? Hopefully. At some point. Also, there's totally crafting mats. That is not the way I want to go. This is the way I want to go. Oh look, more of the drowned dog people. Are they pirates? They're probably pirates. Everything is probably pirates. Let's be realistic here. Nope. Into the delve we go. I don't know. Have I done this one? I don't think I have. I don't know if I've done this delve or not. We will find out. I have not done this delve. Okay. Because this quest is still here.
Stop right there, you despicable pirate. Take one more step and I'll gut you belly to nose.
Apparently this is dialogue. Somebody would have sent me down here. Rahefa said you had work for me?
She's got some sharp tusks for a Redguard, that's for sure. But what about you? I lead the meanest crew of cutthroats in Hughes Bane, but the Wake Walkers? This grotto belongs to the Shark's Teeth, and I won't let those pirates ransack it.
Who are the pirates you keep mentioning?
The Wake Walkers? Bunch of waterlogged elves from a garbage scow with a grandiose name. There's a new Commodore, and suddenly all the pirate crews want to find gifts that will impress her. But the grotto's ours, loot and all.
So how can I help you deal with the pirates?
Everybody wants to be one of the Shark's Teeth, eh? All right. Take this paint and a map of the grotto. Just place our sigil at the spots shown on the map to mark our territory. Simple, right? Just don't tusk it up, or else.
Why do they call you the Shark?
Because I never sleep, I never stop moving, and I'm a born killer. Plus, my haircut kind of looks like a shark's fin.
Oh my god.
I run the best gang in Hughes Bane, handling protection, stolen goods, and whatnot. Or we will, once we get our grotto back.
I like her. I am fond of the Miss Orc Lady. I really am. Okay, so this is one of the places I need to put things on. So you know what? We're here. We're going to do these things as we go. 'Cause why not? I think that's trying to attack me, but... Oh, rude. What is attacking me? You! Like, something's still attacking me. What is attacking me? Okay, let's mark this wall up. Apparently, their sigil is basically a giant triangle. Where is that? Is that up there? How the hell do I get all the way up there? Let's find out. I tried to disarm that. I find it very rude that it just went off in my face. Okay, this is definitely not the way up there. How do I even get up there? I do not know. I'm being sneaky. You know, that might be a spot I might only be able to get at once I get through this entire thing. Which I don't know how I feel about, but... yeah, okay, it's honestly looking like the only way I'm gonna get at that is if I go all the way through this, possibly. Oh my god. Okay, there are lions and things around here, and I am terrible. I blunder into literally every single trap. It kind of sucks that you can't disarm a trap unless you're crouched. But yeah, I think the only thing I'm gonna really be able to do... this is literally a lion's den. I mean, if they wanted protection, this is not a bad way to protect your stuff. I know they said this treasure is ours, but you know what? I'm rummaging through it anyway, because I can. I don't know that there's a whole lot in here, though. Oh, great. Nope. Where am I even going? I have no idea. I was seriously far enough away from that where that should not have triggered, but okay. Sure. Why not? Now we wait. Let's go away. Oh, hey. There's an upper level. Cool. This is not at all where I need to be. Like, I'm realizing that right now. It's fine. Like, I hear combat noises. Where is that coming from? Dude's been through here. You're now on the upper levels. We've got some marks to place along here. One's right up there. Some of these room names, though, like, Suicide Cliff. Silent room? What the heck? What does that even mean? I don't know. Okay, so I have another one back this way. Whoop. Do I have any idea where I'm going? No, I do not. That is half the fun, if we are being honest. Okay, there's walks. We're just going to put a thing somewhere. Okay, somehow that didn't trigger, despite it still being active. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Okay, that's that. Where's the silent room? Silent room is back through here. Which I'll come back to walks in just a bit. Silent room is back in here. Because of course it is. Nope. She is the real pain in the butt, so. What the? That is a big thing. That is a big thing.
Kiva is not for the likes of you. He's destined for the Commodore.
I don't know what that means exactly. But we're gonna deal with you, because you concern me. Kiva is apparently the actual boss of this delve. So let me sneak up behind it, and... in my head, I saw that going differently. It's fine. I think it's stuck back there. There we go. There's that. Let us get the last of the sigils we need to place marked up on the wall. This is apparently the silent room.
It's in your head. In your head. Zombie. Hashtag your doom awaits you.
Hi, Antu. How are you? Okay, let's go back and find walks. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Walks is all the way back this way. Whoops. Guess you forgot there were mobs along the way. Did you guess me? Because it's me. Because of course, they would have respawned in the time it took me to get out here. I knew that. And yet, here we are. Putting the Doomling in his Tigger PJs? Showing him tidings of doom. Same old, same old. Also, I bet the Doomling looks adorable in the Tigger pajamas. Hey, Walks.
Glad you decided to join me. These pirates are definitely of the unfriendly persuasion.
I got your note. Where's Anais?
I tracked Anais to that building behind us, but the lock on the door has thwarted all of my attempts to pick it. One of these pirates must have a key. Maybe you'll have better luck finding it than I did.
Oh, I found this key on a pirate.
You did? Excellent. I'll let you have the pleasure of seeing if that key will unlock the door. After you.
This door? Yes, it is this door.
Anais, I'm so glad we found you. And all in one piece, too.
No thanks to you. You left me tied up on the docks. What did you think was going to happen? I demand you escort me home. Immediately.
Right. Of course. I just need a moment to confer with my associate.
Of course you do. Just let me know when you're ready to get me out of here. These pirates have no appreciation of soap and water.
What's the big deal?
On the one hand, I'm grateful that Anais doesn't appear any worse for the wear. On the other hand, I hope to see some evidence by now that she'd learned her lesson.
I thought we were here to rescue Anais from the pirates.
Yes, rescue her. Yes, I never wanted to become a slave merchant. But if we set her free, won't she just continue with her awful ways? I hate to admit it, but I'm at a loss as to how to proceed.
So, my options are telling him that he has to set things right and get her out of here. Or leave her here so she can learn what it's like to be a slave. Turn her into a slave for real so she can't have her own slaves anymore. Weirdly enough, the other choice isn't redded out, which is interesting to me. I don't like the idea of slavery, but at the same time, I don't like her. I mean, if the whole point is to stop slavery, wouldn't turning her into one be kind of the opposite? Yeah, but she's not going to learn either, is the thing. Like, no matter what we do, she's probably still going to be a completely terrible person. I don't know. What do you guys think? There's a part of me that honestly wants to just leave her here. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Chibi is a parent. GB, which are you for? Those of you guys watching, which are you for? Share your thoughts. 'Cause I don't know. Because at this point, I'm very close to just going with my gut instinct, which is honestly leaving her here. Does that make me terrible? I feel like that makes me a terrible person. Screw it. This is what we're doing. Oh no, I'm second guessing this because he doesn't want to be a slave merchant either. Ugh. I don't think he'd be able to live with himself though if he left her here. And I care more about his feelings than I do hers right now. So... Yeah. Let's make things right. Let's get her out of here and set her free, I guess.
Yes, I suppose I should. But does that mean I abandon my goal to teach Anais a lesson? How will I live with myself if she continues to treat people as things? I could set her free, but what's the profit in that?
What would Anais do if she was in your position?
What does that matter? Should I determine my actions based on the inclinations of a slave-keeping, self-centered aristocrat? What should I do? I just want to return to the den, put this awful business behind us.
Okay, now I'm just curious. Hold on. Let's go back through.
Yes, rescue her. I see your point. But one can learn about murder without being murdered. Until the pirates ransom her back to her family, they'll treat her the way she treats Pimsy.
Okay, so if we leave her here, the pirates aren't going to hurt her, at least.
What does that matter? Should I determine my actions based on the inclinations of a slave-keeping, self-centered aristocrat? What should I do? I just want to return to the den, put this awful business behind us.
Nope, screw it. We're just going to go with my initial inclination here. Leave her here. Guys, at this point, I want to see if this makes a difference. I don't think it will. But I kind of want to see if it does.
I'm going to leave you here, Anais. It's the only way to teach you a lesson about the difference between people and property.
And she's obviously angry. But it's not like she attacks or anything.
You're really going to let him do this to me? Leave me here like some sort of servant for a gang of disgusting pirates.
Oh, she's gonna make me pay, is she? Well, that'll be interesting.
I know these pirates. They'll ask for
You
a
should
ransom,
roll an
receive their
Argonian
gold,
named Sacrifices
and Anais
often.
The sad thing is that's actually a pretty good Argonian name. Oh, this is going to be very painful. I'm likely gonna die on the way down. It's fine. Well, no, it's not fine exactly, but... Let me store my health. Hey! No death. Cool. I honestly thought for sure I was gonna die. Nice Elf went out the window when Anais turned into a complete jerk. Generally, I'm a nice person. Sometimes I can be a terrible one.
You do good work, friend. If I didn't know any better, I'd say that a true shark's tooth painted those sigils. I'm thrilled to see our mark back where it belongs. I've decided you can live. Only seems fair, what with your help and all.
You owe me some gold too, don't you?
Greed. Another admirable trait.
Anyone who claims to work for free either wants to rob or cheat you. Never trust an unselfish cur. That's my motto. Here's your gold. You want more? Come back tomorrow. Probably need to replace the sigils by then.
I mean, as a Khajiit, I approve. Would have been better if you got in some coin for her. I mean, yeah. No, Antu. Just no. No. Oh, jeez. This is not safe. This is not safe at all. I hear Nirnroot, but I also cannot pause to get it. Because there are terrifying things in this swamp, and I would just like to get out of it. Okay, Way Shrine is up there. Excellent. Back to the Thieves' Den we go. And now we can finally deal with this wedding in like the next 20 minutes. I love that quest in Grotwood where the guard's like, did you see that Khajiit steal something? And I'm like, of course he didn't steal. He stole everything. I vaguely remember that one. I think I did the same thing too. He didn't steal anything. What are you talking about? Except he totally did. It is sad. It's been a very long time since I've actually done the leveling quests for the Dominion. Being a Bosmer, that is the first set of faction quests I did. I'm still not even done with the Covenant stuff because the events started. I wound up pausing things in the middle of Vermina, causing a scene in Covenant turf because of this. Oh, hey, Pimsy. What the heck is he doing here?
Walk Softly says I can be whatever I want to be, but all I want to do is go home.
Oh.
I heard that the pirates demanded a large ransom for Anais. Her family hesitates, but I'm sure they'll turn over the gold before another day goes by. This lesson couldn't have gone any better.
So you really left Anais in the hands of the pirates?
Of course, just as you suggested. And the forged letters you planted worked perfectly. Pimsy is free. I'll help him start his new life as a free Argonian.
I mean, I'm not saying I expected better from him. But part of me kind of... There was a part of me that was wondering if he actually would do the thing. Even after all of that. And he did, apparently. Well, you know, Argonians are touchy about slavery. It is true. I mean, they have very good reason to be. All things considered. But I don't know. There's a part of me that's kind of surprised that Lady in the Cistern, Quen's Theory. We read translations of old Yokudan texts at my academy. I think the Lady in the Cistern is a depiction of as the DSC queen. She was well known and respected amongst her people's descendants, and Prince Hugh may have read her Lost Islands of Old Yakuta. Also, the creature wrapped around her is a sea serpent. This means the Queen of the Sea watches over the water supply for only the free port of Hugh's Bane, as though it were a colony of Old Yakuta itself. Pompous symbolism, worthy of Prince Hugh himself. Hey, Zara.
There you are. You heard about the wedding? This is our chance to repay Nicholas for selling out the Thieves Guild.
Well, what does Nicholas have to do with the wedding?
Nicholas must have planned all this, stealing the dowry, using it as leverage on Flora. Now she's bound to marry Kosh, his puppet. So we're going to crash the wedding.
Why would we do that?
If Magnifica Flora learns exactly who she's about to marry, she'll turn the iron wheel on Kosh. And if we threaten Kosh's future, Nicholas will scuttle into the open. I look forward to stepping on him.
All right, tell me what you need.
Silverclaw said he'd help with invitations. Meet him at his shop, down by the harbor.
What happens when we find Nicholas?
I haven't decided. But whatever happens, you deserve to be there.
I feel like I don't deserve it since I'm like one of the newer members of this guild, but... Apparently Walk Softly thinks the statue in Abba's Landing is Zekwi, the Madonna of Tears. Interesting. A common question that the guild winds up being asked is like who this statue is up there. So we can apparently find scraps of paper in places with theories as to who she is, which I find amusing. We kill Nicholas. Well, one can but hope. At this point, the man has not endeared himself to me whatsoever. When there's a choice, I always side with Khajiit, Argonians, and Orcs. No offense to you, Mare. None taken. None taken whatsoever. To be fair, I'm not a huge fan of the Altmer myself. And I'm Bosmer. So. Also, some of the Dark Elves can be less than pleasant individuals. Let's be real, the Dunmer occasionally creep me out. Also, yes.
You are a troublemaker.
I am nothing of the sort. How dare.
What?
I am what I am, and what I am is fabulous. Thank you. Where am I even going? Oh, no, I didn't want to take that. Take those out. Where even is this shop? It's up there, isn't it? But it didn't look like there was anywhere to go up there. No, it's not. It's down a level? How do I get to places? I don't remember.
Can't you see I'm busy?
There we go.
Oh, hello. Zira sent word I should expect you.
Silver Club, what's wrong?
Every important merchant in Abba's Landing received a wedding invitation. Every single one. But not Silverclaw.
Aw, which merchants exactly?
Lord Wallavier, for one. That paranoid cheat lounges about the market as though he owns every tile on the walls. Or that lush Lady Balina. She won't even attend. Just use it as an excuse to buy another dress from Perseus Locke. She's sweet on him, you know.
I need to get an invitation. Who do I steal it from?
I dislike them equally. Lord Wallavier would keep it in his pocket. Were you subtle enough, you could take it from him. Lady Balina would certainly leave it upon her bedroom dresser. Slip past her mentioned servants and house guards to retrieve it.
I'll get it.
Good, good. When you do, meet me at your thieves' den. I may have experience in duplicating official documents. For my records, you see.
Silverclaw!
How can we expect a decent forgery? I can barely read your writing.
That is intentional. I write defensively. It keeps prying eyes from deciphering my ledger.
Hey, Velsa.
I'll meet you at the den. Or not. I don't think I'll risk my life on Zira's behalf.
Okay. So I can either break into a house. Either way, I have to go up top. And find one NPC. A good Khajiit keeping up our cultural values. Khajiits are very sneaky. Okay, so her house is up here. You know what? It may be easier. Because I don't trust my pickpocketing skills. I trust my pickpocketing skills even less than I trust my sneaking around places. So, the thing is, though, picking a pocket, I have more of a chance to get guards on my ass. This, though, I may not. Okay, so she keeps it upstairs. I mean, here, there's always a chance that... Oh, he saw me. It's fine. I mean, there's always going to be a chance that I get spotted anyway. That's a guard. But we don't have to let our bounty get too high. And I'd rather not potentially get murdered just for trying to pick a man's pocket. Which, yes, does happen. I've had that happen. It is not a fun time. Some NPCs do not react particularly well when you pick a pocket. Speaking from experience. Okay, there we go. As far as the world knows, I am the most upstanding citizen to ever live. Back to the Thieves' Den. And then what was that invitation? Her wedding invitation, Lady Belina, you and guest are cordially invited to attend the union of Lord Kosh of Abaz Landing and Magnifica Flora Aldenobia, Jewel of Tanith and at Hubalajad Palace. Appropriate attire is required. Entertainment and food will be provided well into the evening until vows are exchanged within the palace. Each attendee is expected to bring a gift. Muazzal personal assistant to Lord Kosh. That still keeps us with the question of who Kosh actually is. And like what he actually cares about all of this. Hopefully, we'll get those answers. I ran the wrong way! It's fine. But I definitely ran the wrong way.
Coin.
Back to the den. You know, the other day I came through the Thieves' Den. I don't know what made me think of this, but on my way into the Thieves' Den, there was an assortment of player characters all around the outside of it, just playing instruments the entire time. It was kind of adorable. Needs more of that. Is Silver Claw up there? Yes, he is. I have the invitation.
Elsa, for the third time, I hear your concerns.
And ignore them at your peril.
Well, I'm in. A wedding at Ubalajad Palace? Just imagine the spread.
Did you get the invitation? Whose did you acquire? No, don't tell me. I want to see it with my own eyes.
I have the invitation. Here it is.
Let me see here. And guest. Oh, this is good. The invitation allows for a single companion. Once you select your guest, you should visit the Diamond Thimble. If you aren't clothed in one of Perseus Locke's outfits, you'll stand out like a sore claw.
I have to dress up.
You don't have to dress up. You get to dress up. But your companion will need to acquire an outfit as well, so go on. I'll be over here. The invitation will be ready in no time at all.
Choose your date for the wedding. Oh my god. So our options are Velsa, Walk Softly, and Quen. I don't know. I don't want to take with me. No, who am I kidding? I know exactly what I want to take with me.
Have I mentioned how much I enjoy a good wedding? Even a bad one can be fun.
Do you want to be my date to the wedding, Walk Softly?
Perhaps. Why do you ask?
I'm really curious what this dialogue option is. So we have you're the best choice for mingling at a wedding, or you're important to me, Walk Softly. That is adorable. He kind of is at this point, though. I really am tempted to choose this and see what happens.
I am many things to many people. How do you know I'm not catering myself to your expectations to ensure you think me important? Is it because you want me to be, or because I encouraged you to believe it? But I'm probably joking about all that.
Either way, I think you'll be fun to have around at a wedding.
Of course I am. Dancing, drinking, tossing bottles at those who don't do enough of either. Magnifica Flora may frown on that local tradition. I'll try to read the crowd.
Okay, so now we have to go to the Diamond Thimble and get ourselves all dressed up. This is going to be interesting. This character is not one I particularly picture in pretty clothes, ever. So, let's see. See how this goes. I'm now really curious if the other date options have a "you're important to me" option, and what winds up happening if you choose it. Like, what do they say? I need to go and look up this quest later on like YouTube or something, because I want to know, like, if other people chose those that dialogue option and like what the NPCs said. I need to know.
A pleasure, Lady Bellina. I always enjoy dressing you up.
Then you should come by my mansion later to collect your payment. Have I mentioned my husband is away?
3 times, in fact. My assistant will bring you the bill. My unlikely savior returns. Zira sent word of your stylistic needs.
She said I need to choose an outfit. How does this work?
Well, any of the selections you see here should fit. I have an eye for these things. Please note, the outfit shall be on loan. I humbly ask you return it with the exact same number of holes as when it left my establishment.
What do you suggest?
Oh, that's like asking a parent to pick their favorite child. Each is special in its own way. Delicate fabrics and exhilarating patterns breathe life into whoever dons them. I don't mean to oversell it, but you shall feel born anew.
Thanks for the advice.
Oh, go with what speaks to you. The first choice is always the best one.
Are you safe here? Isn't the Iron Wheel after you?
Not after the merchant lords caught wind. It's good to be the preeminent tailor of Abba's Landing. Chief Inspector Ron Beek himself sent a personal apology. Something about excess zeal on the part of his underling.
Before we left for Denobia Tomb, Zira said you'd been inside. Did you ever walk Maluk's path?
Oh, that horrid place of darkness. Magnifica Falora tried to lead me through, but I panicked and fled. It was sheer luck that I didn't fall to my death. And if she hadn't given me that trinket, we wouldn't be speaking today.
Was it an amulet?
Yes. It had a crystal holding a small amount of her blood. I mentioned it to your old guildmaster when he asked about the particulars of Aldenobia Tomb. It's strange. I seem to have misplaced it. I haven't seen it in months. Why do you ask?
No reason. Okay, so our options are this lovely suit here. This one. This, which, no, definitely not. In this very pretty dress. No, not that. Not that. I'm torn between this and the very pretty dress. I'm going with the dress.
Remarkable. As though the outfit chose you.
Hard to miss you in that.
Oh my god. Where's the light? I look freaking amazing in this.
My. You don't exactly clean up, but you look absolutely roguish. I'll need my own outfit for the wedding. Something with a covered face.
What do you mean? Did Silverclaw forge you an invitation too?
Not exactly. If Nicholas is working with Kosh, he may have given my description to the guards. I'll need your help to get inside. When you gain entrance to the palace, distract whoever watches the gates from within. I'll do the rest.
I can do that.
Good. Here's the wedding invitation, straight from the desk of Silverclaw. After you meet your date at Hubalajad Palace, present this to the gateman. I'll watch for your distraction.
This dress is beautiful.
Get yourself a drink.
I wish I got to keep it. Sadly, I do not. Now that we're here, in the sunlight.
You certainly like racking up bounties, don't you?
Let's take a look at this properly. This is absolutely gorgeous. It is very pretty. I am very glad I made this decision.
Thought you could outclass my outfit. Well, you came close. I can smell the food from here. If they have a pie tent, I may abandon you. Fair warning.
About your outfit.
I await the many compliments about the fine styling.
It looks good on you.
Just good? Not resplendent, striking, or even unforgettable? Must be losing my touch.
We should get moving. He's adorable. I love him.
Look at you. Such impeccable fashion belongs on the other side of this gate. Though I am a fool to request it, might I have your invitation?
Here you go.
Yes. Everything in order as expected. Refreshments shall be served until the wedding begins. And might I compliment your impeccable timing? We were just about to lock the gates.
Why are you locking the gates?
Don't want any riffraff finding their way inside. A wise suggestion of Chief Inspector Ron Beek. He's to officiate the ceremony, did you know? But of course you did. Please, come in. Tonight, your safety is guaranteed by the Iron Wheel and House Guards alike.
This, though, let's go inside. I'm curious what's on the other side of this. I've wondered where the palace was. We've not been able to get in before. I want to see. Steal everything. I do want to.
I wonder what they're serving for dinner.
We need to get Zara inside. Any ideas?
I could tie silk handkerchiefs together and fashion a rope, but I only brought 12. Not enough for walls this high. Perhaps you can outwit the doorman. Failing that, cause a distraction to draw him from his post.
Great, thanks, Wax.
Are you lost? Wedding's in the other direction.
I'm expecting someone to join me.
What do you mean? You were the last through the gate. As long as I'm standing here, no one else is getting in.
Well, you know what? I have this as an option, so I'm going to do it. You fool, it's Magnifica Flora. She's disguised as a servant.
I'll need an explanation. And if I'm not satisfied, you can join Magnifica Flora on the other side of the gate.
One of her cousins plans to usurp her, but drink loosens his lips and he's prone to brag.
Huh. I heard rumors about Tanith intrigue, but having to do that on her own wedding day, I almost feel sorry for her. I need to check on one of the guests. Don't want to see anyone when I get back, if you follow my meeting.
Of course.
Make it quick.
Here he goes.
Good work. Come, we should speak somewhere private.
She looks so pretty in that.
Perfect timing. I can't exactly climb the palace walls in this outfit.
What's the plan?
Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests. An old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. We'll need to keep an eye on him. Avoid drawing attention to ourselves.
Okay, I know we're technically over at this point. I kind of want to see what happens. But I think at this point may be a good idea to sort of break things. I feel bad. I really do. But no, you know what? I kind of want to see where this is going. So we're going to keep going just long enough to finish this particular chain, and then we're stopping for the night, because I'm that curious, you guys.
Perfect timing. Before the wedding, the groom should be presented to his guests. An old Tanith tradition. Wherever Kosh is, Nicholas won't be far behind. We'll need to keep an eye on him. Avoid drawing attention to ourselves.
Okay, where will Kosh greet his guests?
Everyone seems to be gathering closer to the palace. You lead the way. I'll watch for Nicholas.
Ready to go.
This is a nice change of scenery from the den.
You look far too serious for this place.
First time I've been inside Hubalajad Palace.
I said the food is not
place
ready.
is a bit
Now
of a
go, before I
fortress.
beat you with a spoon.
I just wanted
Let's
some
hurry.
chicken.
I want to get a good look at Kosh. See for myself what kind of spineless marionette would dance for Nicholas.
Do we have time to stop for food? No? It's all right, I can wait.
You know, I hate to drink alone.
Everyone, I require your attention.
This is it. Stay close. Let's see if Nicholas makes an appearance.
It is an honor and privilege to introduce our host for the evening. May I present the impending husband of Magnifica Flora, Lord Kosh.
Welcome to my home. I must thank all of you for joining me on this momentous occasion.
That's Nicholas.
What?
Please, eat and drink your fill. Soon, I shall speak to you not as a humble merchant, but as a noble of Tanith.
Nicholas is Kosh?
Zira?
Well, he's better dressed than I remember.
What? Okay. That answers a few questions I had.
Damn it. I should have put it together. Nicholas played us. He played everyone. There was never any Kosh to begin with.
Are you certain? How is that possible?
I don't know how Nicholas reinvented himself as a reclusive merchant lord, but he managed to do so. He could have been planning this for years. Bastard.
What do we do?
We need to stop the wedding. Actually, we need Flora to do so. I think this can still work. Let's split up, learn where she is and how we can reach her. I need to come up with a very convincing argument.
Okay, I'll meet you when I'm done.
After seeing Zira's outfit, I'm still the best dressed among us.
Yes, you are, dear. Hello? Can I talk to you?
There is too much...
Not you.
Have you met my cousin, Magnifica Flora? Said not to embarrass her in this little backwater of a town. Very well, I told her. I'll keep my mouth shut by filling it with wine. Did I mention she's my cousin? I don't recall.
Do you know where I can find her?
If you hope to talk her out of this folly, the ain't no I've tried. She's usually much better at fending off grasping cretins such as this Kosh fellow. Hello. Your outfit contains a bit of silver weave, just like mine.
It does?
Modesty is for the poor. If you were to continue my argument with my cousin, perhaps you could overwhelm her with reason. Say, what's your favorite drink? I can tell you prefer quality spirits, as I do.
Let's go with a nice red wine.
I knew it. And what do you prefer to pair with it? I can tell we have similar thoughts there as well.
Lamb from the deserts of Alakir.
Lamb? How did a beggar such as you...
Well, that did not go as well as I thought it would. Lamb seemed the fanciest option, to be fair. Okay.
Everyone forgets about the staff, yet they often have the most access to the palace grounds. Take those servers. I bet they have keys on them.
Probably. There we go. Way inside the palace, accomplished.
Why do I keep losing things?
Okay, now we just need to get in. Need to figure out where Flora actually is.
There's gristle in the camel milk, she says. Of course there's gristle. Who wants milk you can't chew? No job is worth this. The resplendent Magnifica Flora shan't require your attendance. Bah.
Who said that to you?
Magnifica Flora's handmaid. Everything about her smells like roses, if you get me. Fusses over the bride like a doting aunt. She says the milk is from Magnifica Flora, but I know she drinks it herself. Some wine mixed in could loosen her up and cover up my spittle.
If you tell me where to find Magnifica Flora, I'll get you some.
She's not my patron. If you help me, I'll tell you whatever you want. The Somerset Hills 572 is subtle enough, but there's a group of fops who always hoard the bottles. Take one when they're distracted, or they're sure to cause a scene, which neither of us wants.
Okay. Get some booze. I can do that, I think. No one's actually here, but... Oh my god. Why do I fail so much at actually picking a thing? There we go. And none the wiser. Beautiful.
Get me that bottle, and I'll tell you whatever you care to know about Magnifica Flora.
Brought you a bottle of Somerset Hills 572.
Wonderful. Magnifica Flora's handmaid shall soon have her own bowl of milk wine, entirely free of gristle.
Where can I find Magnifica Flora?
Master Kosh installed her in his own bedchamber. It's upstairs, you can't miss it. Don't let the Iron Wheels see you. They're all through the palace like beetles on honey cake.
Great. Great. Oh, whoops. I'm supposed to be, or at least pretending to be a decent person. Running through a fountain is probably not the best plan. I'm also not used to going this long, but I really want to get to the end of this particular quest, so... Here we go. Into the kitchen.
The palace is crawling with Iron Wheel. Lead the way. We'll follow from the shadows.
It's gonna be a bit tricky. Manageable, but very tricky. Assuming I need to get up through here. Okay, so I actually need to go around this way. Or this way might be faster. No, this way. This map is very confusing. I do not like it.
No more warnings. Get out.
Oh, shit. That has a significant bounty on me already. That is not a good thing. Into here. I saw somebody coming down that hallway. At least I thought I did. They seem to be coming this way.
You're not leaving? This should be fun.
Oh dear. This is already not going particularly well. Just gonna use that to get rid of some of it. Because that is a decent amount of... money on me.
To oblivion with this.
Gonna hide out over here. Until he walks away. Which he might not ever do. Hi, Yumi. And don't worry, Critical Role is very distracting. I completely get it. Usually I would be done by now, but I kind of wanted to see this particular quest through to the end. Because I felt like a bit of an awkward place to just stop things.
Who are you? How did you get in here? Magnifica Flora, we came to warn you. Kosh is not the man he seems.
He's a merchant lord of Abba's Landing. That's one step above the scum they scrape from ship hulls. Is there any other grand revelation before I call the guards?
Advice is free. Good advice is worth its weight in, say, your dowry. You'll want to hear what we have to say.
People say this is not how I imagined my wedding to be. They tell amusing stories of what went wrong, trying to outdo each other's tales. Calling the guards on wedding crashers isn't one I've heard. Why shouldn't it be the story I tell?
She is very pretty. Kosh is an alias. You're about to marry the man who actually stole your dowry.
The Thieves Guild stole my dowry. In doing so, they upset my standing in Tenneth. But far worse, they desecrated the remains of my ancestor Denobia. When they couldn't remove the jeweled crown from her head, they separated it from her body.
Your future husband did that. He framed the Thieves Guild for it.
The merchant lords of Abaz Landing are exceptionally crooked. They buy from pirates who raid Tenneth waters and bandits who raid Tenneth roads. But plundering ancestral tombs? That is too far, even for them.
Okay, before he used your dowry to become a merchant lord? Okay, use your dowry to become a merchant lord. Before that, he led the Thieves Guild.
Kosh, head of the Thieves Guild? You say he betrayed his own people to steal a dowry for some mad plot to marry a noble of Tenneth? If you are bards sent by my cousin, your imaginations are sorely lacking. Why not say Kosh rode a dragon?
He's not Kosh. His name is Nicholas. We can prove he was behind the tomb robbery.
With what time? My escort arrives soon to begin the wedding. I have accepted my fate, as you must accept yours. Unless you can produce the skull of Denobia herself, you can tell your fanciful stories to the Iron Wheel. I have indulged this madness for long enough.
Magnifica Flora, are you almost ready? The guests are assembling within the palace.
Magnifica Flora is indisposed. She'll be ready in just a moment.
Do you intend to keep me here? Look around. There's nowhere to go.
Does anyone else feel a draft in this windowless enclosed room? Must be a hidden passage.
What is this? Book of Seasons. Spring is my first favorite of seasons. To see the blue water. Spring. Summer, fall, and winter. All of lesser reasons. Okay, which one is... That's fall.
There must be a pattern. Try another combination.
Okay, which one is spring? Which one is spring? I'm assuming this one is spring.
Did that cabinet just click?
Well, well. A portion of the dowry Nicholas decided not... And this must be Denobia's crown. Nicholas, you've doomed yourself. I knew Nicholas kept trophies from his heists. I used to smooth it over with the guild. One of his eccentricities, I'd say. Becoming Kosh hasn't altered his compulsion. He desecrated Denobia's remains, cut off her head. Now, we return the favor.
What do you mean?
I'll show Flora what Nicholas really is. She wants Denobia's crown as proof. I'll give it to her, along with her ancestor's skull. Once I have her attention, she'll listen.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Oh, it's a very bad idea. But it's the best bad idea we have. Sometimes that's the best a thief can hope for. Wish me luck. I'll have to be... well, as convincing as Nicholas.
Good luck, Zira.
Find your way to the wedding crowd. Once Nicholas is revealed as a fraud, escort your date from the palace. I'll see you at the den soon enough. You're in charge until my return. Magnifica Flora, there's something you need to see.
Do we go back out this way? Not this way. Okay. Apparently there's another way out down this way. Meanwhile, pausing briefly to raid the bookshelves. Which you should do, by the way. Raid the bookshelves if you can. How do I get out of here? Oh, this is gonna be a problem. To get down below. Also need to clear off the remaining bounty I have on me. So that is a pain in the butt. You know what? Let's do that before. Get over there. Okay, I can't go out that way. Thought I could. Apparently not. Because that makes sense. What I really want to do is vault over this, but I don't think I can.
This doesn't feel right. Where is Zero?
It's a good question.
To my eyes, look
Today, Lord Kosh of Abba's Landing joins with Magnifica Flora, the jewel of... It is my honor, as a duly appointed officer of the Iron Wheel, to officiate their union.
Stop! There is no honor in this union.
Guards!
Zira.
You're alive? That is... What is
More
the meaning of
importantly,
this?
Why do you have the desecrated remains of my ancestor?
The Iron Wheel is behind us. If we're going to leave, we should do it now.
There must be some mistake.
Chief Inspector Ronbeek, take everyone into custody. I want this mess sorted.
It's too late for Zira. Let's go. It's what she wanted.
Iron Wheel! Secure all exits! None shall leave the palace grounds! Question everyone here! Be thorough!
Flora, my darling.
Oh dear.
I implore you to reconsider.
Give it a rest, Nicholas. Whining doesn't suit you.
Uh-oh. Well, this is not exactly...
Thief, you'll have enough time to bicker from inside your cell. Take them away!
Nope. Oh, jeez, I'm gonna die.
Split up!
Where is the hiding space? I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Hot. In here. Whew. Okay. Okay. Dear Lord. This is madness, is what it is. Okay. I'm gonna come back in here. I have no idea where Walk Softly is. I hope he's okay. I need you to walk a little faster, Iron Wheel Cryomancer. There's Walks. Oh! Jeez. I did not see them there. That is a problem. Nope. I don't exist as far as you're concerned. The second I am in this, I am invisible to everybody. Somehow. Magically. I don't know how that works. Oh no, there is a circle right there. And there it goes. I need this mender to move. Need you to move, please. Oh, this is a bad thing. This is so bad. Okay. Okay. This was a bit of a disaster getting out of here. Oh, geez. Now I have to make it over to the gate. Without dying. This is taking me a little longer than I thought it would, which is fine. But I'm also really hoping.
Let's split up. I'll meet you at the den. The others need to hear what happened.
I really hope there is an iron wheel outside of here. Because navigating back to the Thieves' Den, if there is going to be a problem. But I think that's going to be a problem for future me. Because I need to go to bed at this point because it is late. But you know what? We're going to try to make our way over there. I think we're good. We seem to be okay at any rate. There's just the usual guards. Which is fine. Okay. We're going to make our way back to the Thieves' Den right now. And then that is where we are going to leave things for the evening, because it is 11:30, almost 11:30 my time. Sleep is very much required. I will say though, I will be sad to lose this dress. It is very pretty. I did not expect it to look this nice on me, to be perfectly honest.
I beseech you.
I may need to see if there's something not unlike it in the cash shop, because it's surprisingly nice on me. But we have made it back to the Thieves' Den. So I think we will tell everybody in the den what exactly has happened the next time. No, let's at least wrap up this quest. And then I will endeavor to get ready to sleep for the night, because it is late. I'm slightly sad to lose the dress. It was a very pretty dress. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to leave telling everybody what happened for next time, because it is late. And I am tired. And I require some sleep. But thank you guys so much for coming and for hanging out with me tonight. You know I appreciate it, because you all are awesome. Much, much love to you all. Thank you for putting up with me playing for later than I usually would. I know this is a bit later for me than normal, but I at least wanted to get to that point with the quest, because, yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen. I wanted to see. This is the problem with ESO, because you get so involved in these quests, and you just want to know what's going on. Yes, I am for bed, though. And again, thank you all for coming and for hanging out. Much appreciated. Much, much love. If you guys are new around here, though, and you enjoyed what you saw, aw, thank you, Chibi. If you guys are new around here, and you enjoyed what you saw, there is a heart-shaped button up in that corner that you guys can click on. And if you turn notifications on, you'll find out when we'll be live next. Next stream is Sunday afternoon, starting at around 2 p.m. Eastern. You are welcome, Yumi. where we shall be playing some more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Should be a fun time. Death counter's still going. I think we're up to 12 total. So that will be interesting. And we'll see what winds up happening with that. Yes, I hope I will see you guys then. For now, though, I'm going to go pass out. Hopefully. And until I see you guys next, have a good rest of your week, and have a good weekend. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.